Hello, everybody. Welcome to the NEPA Scene Podcast, the only live streaming face-to-face arts and entertainment podcast covering northeastern Pennsylvania, offering a true alternative voice in local media. We're coming to you from the NEPA Scene studio underneath Center City Print in downtown Scranton. I'm Rich Howells, the founder and editor of NEPA Scene. Summer Costco is behind the scenes in the producer's chair. And tonight we're here with Scranton DJs Cowgirl Pills and Nasstronaut. Dylan and Eilish are teaming up with Mike Nasser to host a bi-weekly open decks night at Backyard Ale House in Scranton starting April 9th. So we're talking about how they became DJs, hustling to find steady work, and turning DJ into a full-time job, building their repertoire over the last few years, how winning Best New Artist at the Steamtown Music Awards helped them get to the next level, the local DJ scene, and giving DJs, up-and-coming DJs, a chance to break in. Behind-the-scenes stories of good times and gigs gone wrong. Dylan's experiences in bands as well as a solo acoustic artist, which is how we met originally, and much, much more. So please join our conversation with your questions and comments down below. We'll get to those later on in the show. So anything you want to add, anything you want to talk about in terms of DJing in the area and all that kind of stuff, we want to hear from you, and we'll talk about that in a bit. All right, Summer, cue the music. NEPA Scene is brought to you by Center City Print, bringing your ideas to life in 3 locations, Scranton, Kingston, and Hazleton. These one-stop shops are locally owned and operated, providing high-quality print products at affordable prices. From business cards, brochures, and banners to posters, flyers, and tickets, let their custom design solutions and exceptional customer service make your next project a reality. Use promo code NEPA Scene in person or online at centercityprint.com for 10% off. All right, so what first got you into music, and maybe what started to develop your taste in music originally, way back before all this stuff began?
Oof. Man, childhood.
I don't know, for me, it was probably like the Spice Girls. That was like they're the biggest thing in the world. Like a young girl in the 90s growing up, like that was like to me and my sisters, they could do no wrong. They were beautiful, like everything, like they had like lollipops and like candy and stuff with them on it. So we would get all of that, and we still have it. It's like a photo album of like every rapper from those lollipops, like every single thing Spice Girls we still have in my house somewhere. That was definitely, I think, the first thing for me.
I had a younger sister, so definitely knew all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually, like, when I went to the record store with my dad to, like, get my first CD, I really wanted to buy Spice World. But we compromised and got the Pokemon first movie soundtrack. But, yeah, I also, big Spice Girls. My dad was a huge influence on my music for sure, like, but like in like a very much like a cool dad way, like, Tom Waits and the Clash and that kind of stuff. But I think my tastes also skew very girly pop a lot of the times too. But then also like cool guy that can't sing good.
Yeah, you are named after like Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, yeah. Bright Eyes and that kind of genre of dude.
Yeah.
How about you, Mike?
I was raised on like Grateful Dead, very musical family. Like most of my family plays music of some sort, and the first album I remember like being excited for for an artist that I already liked. Going to the record store and getting Anima by Tool. I was like,
Nice.
that was the first album I remember like chomping at the bit to get.
Hell yeah. I'm a big Tool fan myself, and they were definitely one of those bands where it was like, oh, this can be art. I didn't know that this was like possible before that.
So for me, it was all over the place.
Okay.
Jam bands to metal to funk, heavy into Chili Peppers back in the day and all that. So,
So now, how did you guys discover, electronic music and house music and that type of stuff that would make it into the DJ's repertoire, so to speak?
Yeah.
I feel like like when Kesha was first coming out, very into Kesha. And then I feel like that was like a jumping off point for probably a lot of people my age. I'm 31. So probably like Kesha. And then like that was kind of the sound for a long time. Like those bigger DJs like David Guetta or like those kind of things. That was what was on the radio. So that probably would have been my first intro to that kind of music. But then obviously it's like, we've gotten more into it. There's like so much that you can deep dive on. Yeah. So you really we're like still finding things that are like
just like a new genre we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Like every other day.
Yeah.
I mean, Hackers, you're wearing the Hackers. That like was definitely a jump off for me. That was like probably my earliest like fall in love with it era, and then like. I'd say Daft Punk again back in the 2000s. Like when 2007 came out, that was I just got goosebumps.
Yeah, it was mind blowing at the time.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people hadn't been introduced to that before, and then to have the whole, the look and the gimmick and everything like that, I think really added to it. That was also back in the day when musicians were a little more mysterious. Yeah. You could build up this kind of. Like Slipknot, for example. Like I wasn't introduced to heavy metal and stuff until they came along. And in those very early days when they never took the masks off and like people were trying to share like really bad blurry pictures online, I think this is what the singer really looks like and stuff. And and people were trying to figure them out, and they had this whole mysterious thing built up about what the songs were about and everything. They didn't give like straight answers in interviews and things, so everything was kind of was that really adds something to music, and I feel like that's missing so much today because every time an artist comes out with some kind of big concept or something like that, someone on the internet is ready to ruin it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or like
explain to death.
Completely, explain to death, take it apart. Like when Ghost came out, it was like within 5 minutes, people had to figure out who Papa was, and it was like, oh, come on, guys, can't you just like play along and like enjoy it for what it is?
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's clear that he's playing into this. Can we just like enjoy something for once?
Yeah.
Just let a guy be mysterious, please.
At least for a little while,
Yeah.
Like come on, especially when they first come out like that. So yeah, I totally get what you mean by that.
You could be mysterious. I have no mystery about me. I'll tell you my social security number if you ask me next enough.
the Thomas Bangalter from Daft Punk actually just did a live performance with Fred again. Did you guys see that?
That sounds sick.
Hey, without his helmet on. So
I saw some of that.
It just got goosebumps again. It was actually it's so fire.
Yeah.
You definitely have to check that out.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
So then, when did DJing come into your life?
Yeah, so we were going to see Fall Out Boy, and we were just like playing songs for each other back and forth on the longish car ride. And we're just like, man, would it be cool if like, I think it was like,
I don't know, just like songs.
Yeah, just like different songs.
Like,
Like, that has such a great
one.
drop, but like, what if there
Yeah.
was like a flip? Like, what if a DJ did that? And they were like, how hard could DJing be? And then we just like Googled like best intro controller, and like spent 6 months deliberating.
Yeah, like didn't open it. It's at the box. We're like too scared, or I don't know what.
Very intimidated by the thing.
Yeah, and then eventually, finally opened it.
Yeah,
And
we saw a DJ that just like used an iPad and like turned the songs off in between every song. We're like, he's a professional. We could do better than that. Yeah, we opened it that night and just kind of started messing around with it, and purposely didn't like watch tutorials or anything. And just kind of like learned by doing and learned from each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how it all got rolling.
And this is what, 2023, 24?
We got the 2020 Christmas 2023.
Years it? No, like 2020. Yeah.
Christmas 2023. We think we got the controller. Then it opened it March of 2024. Does that sound right?
When did Angela get married? Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
And then by 2025, we were doing it a lot.
Yeah.
You've been doing it quite a long time, right?
Yeah. I started DJing at one of the backyard ale houses fall fests because somebody canceled. somebody canceled, and they're like, we need somebody to fill in right now. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't start really taking it seriously until really like last year. It was always just kind of like, it still is really just fun. I'm not really taking it that seriously. It's like just having a lot of fun with it. But I started having more fun with it through taking it more seriously. I got my first controller, and that like leveled me up quite a bit. And I'm still finding my way, but
I find the more seriously you take it, the more fun it is. I really like is the weird kind of dichotomy of it.
You start getting better at things, and then like you'll maybe do a transition that'll like blow your mind.
Yeah,
it happens like maybe once a show where I'll blow my own mind. I'm like, okay, that made it all worth it.
Yeah.
Anything else goes wrong, that made it worth it.
It's a tightrope walk, that like Elden Ring boss fight of just like got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you exactly put all that together for somebody who's, like me, who's never done anything like that or never touched that kind of equipment before? Like what goes into, do you create a playlist in advance and like figure out transitions in between, or, how does any of that work?
We have like a bunch of playlists, all like different, like we have them sorted out basically by vibe of like, this is like more pop and this is more like house, this is more disco, like funky disco, yeah. And then we don't like really plan anything.
No,
we like will sometimes play at home, and you can kind of like see, like that really works well, we should do that, but never really plan.
You just kind of listen to it in the headphones, and you kind of you hopefully remember how the track goes. And then there's like, there's a couple like bangers that it's like you got to play that every show. And like we know them well enough that it's just like you can get in and out of it with whatever. But yeah, we build these very, very big playlists and then just kind of draw from them, and you listen to the headphones a little bit and you're like, okay, that'll work, and then drop it in. But that's lots and lots of crate digging that just goes into like these buckets. That's our thing anyway.
I go like deep into about a 15,000 track playlist. That's just one big library, and I'll just sort it by BPM, and I just take from there. Sometimes I'll go back, like we use the same DJ software called DJ Pro from Algorithm, and they'll actually like track all of the things you've done like in previous sets. So I'll be like, I really like what I did this like a few like Saturdays ago. Like go and like look for the date, try to find that transition out of this track that I just queued up. And then that might take me on some tangent of something that I've done before. But
I did not know that DJ Pro did that. Can you show me where that is?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It actually, not only does it show you like your track playlist, it'll also show you what deck you put it on.
Oh,
it'll
wow.
Be like A versus B, or 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's
incredible.
I had no idea I could do that.
Data available would be super nice.
We'll figure that out on this.
Yeah.
So the original concept for Cowgirl pills, is that was both of you together or just one of you? And
Yeah, we just...
Yeah, he had always tried to like get. I've never played an instrument. Like I can't sing. Like nothing of that. And he was like, "Let me teach you how to play bass. Let me teach you how to play guitar." Just like I can't. I'm too old. I don't want to learn how to play an instrument. Like
just want to be in a band with you.
yeah. So this is like our
Ridiculously baller at DJing.
Oh, thank you. It worked out. We found the one thing that I could do.
I don't think that's the one thing. Just throw that out there. I think
I can't learn an
She's like,
instrument.
she has like this incredible ear for music. Like, you know that like Spotify game? She did it like when we had corporate jobs and we worked from home. Like her, like you would play it on Zoom once in a while, and would like half a second and have like a 20-point lead on the next person, and then like just such an incredible ear for music.
Yeah, I used to play like there's a game. It's like Wordle, but it's music. It was called Bandle, and I would do that a lot. And it would play like the drums, and then it would add like the bass, and you would get like 5 things to guess what the song is. And I was pretty good at that.
Yeah, you were. It was a little scary how good you are at those things.
But it works well for our band that we figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they always say too that musicians kind of the when they're putting a band together and they're figuring out who works well together and who doesn't, they kind of have this kind of psychic connection or whatever that just kind of tells the other person, okay, you know when to go, and you don't even have to nod half the time. So is it similar with you guys being a couple? Is that add something to your dynamic of what you do?
Yeah, except for like we're gonna fight if we do it wrong.
The fight will be different. Yeah.
But like there's a hidden effect, and you're like, why did you?
if you're not a couple, like you would just let that go and bring it up later.
Yeah,
but I'm just like, why?
Yeah, it's turned into nobody doing the dishes for a week. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
yeah,
there's stakes.
Yeah. But I think there is like, because we just like trade off whenever.
Yeah.
Like it's never like, oh, I'm gonna play this many songs and then you'll go. So I think that really helps too, is we can tell when the other one's like,
okay,
like tired or like you want to get in and it's
like,
working.
I need a break,
yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah. So I think that also plays into it.
Yeah.
And how long you guys been together now?
Like 6
6,
years.
7.
6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 years.
And you've been doing this now for what, over a year, 2 years at
Like
this point?
a year
I'd
and a half.
Yeah, 18 months-ish.
Yeah.
We've been taking it really seriously.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. Seriously.
Thank you. We're just, I don't know, locked in on it.
Yeah, just for whatever reason, it just made sense.
Yeah.
So I know people are going to ask in the comments. I know there's not some grand story about this, but people are going to ask where the name came from. So I'll ask that to you, and I will ask you the same. I'm sure you have your own story with that.
It's not a good story.
Yeah, it's honestly basically like
so lame.
named after our dog. Our dog's name is Cowboy, and we were just like, how do we? He's part of this.
Started typing cowboy, and then it changed to girl, and then pills, and then we were like, oh, the Instagram's free.
Yeah.
And the Gmail too. Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay. And then,
Yeah, I wish it was better, but it's like
we keep saying we need to come up with a fake story. We should sit down and like actually brainstorm something.
For me, I was coming back on a car trip from Philadelphia, and a buddy of mine, Jeff Mead, just started calling me Nasstronaut. And I was like, because I'm a space cadet, which like true to form, I was like, yeah, I actually jive with that. I owned it. I've been using that actually as not as much like a DJ name, but more for like my art and installation art and different like visual stuff that I do. So yeah, that's why it's my Instagram is all just stuff of our artwork that I made. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. How did you get into that?
Something I was always into. As far as like visuals go, my band Laser Sax, when towards the end of that, when we were touring a lot, we started adding our own production, And so we were doing programming everything, all the light shows and visual shows from our computers. So everything was being triggered live by us from the stage. It was a hell of a lot of work, but like,
Yeah, I would imagine.
but when we kind of like fell off, I had developed these skills, so I was just like, okay, well, I figured whoever, like, let's just pick someone, I don't know, Dave Matthews. Dave Matthews stops touring tomorrow. Whoever is doing his lights or his production gets hired the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
There's always going to be work for production, and that's why I kind of started getting into that. Which is also some of the reason why I've divested from that, because the more I got into the industry, like leveling up, I kind of started to feel a little gross. Like I was selling parts of myself
Right.
Yeah.
for the next level, and I was not okay with that. So I've found my way into a balance here, though.
So you still do kind of a little production or stuff, but also do
Yeah.
the art for yourself as well.
Yes.
That's all. That's what it's all about. Balance. Finding the
Yeah.
balance.
Big time.
Yeah.
Which, as DJs, I would imagine is very important to figure out, how to get gigs and how to get one gig built into the next gig and so on and so forth. So you're really freelancers in a way, So how does that all work? What was your first gig? Like first official gig, I guess I would say.
Was that?
I brought my stuff to my friend's bachelorette party, and then one of my friends there was like, "Oh, this bar in Wilkes-Barre, the Riverside, they were like trying to maybe have DJs there." She's like, "I'm gonna tell them, and like we'll get you there." That was our very first
Like,
paid gig. Was playing there a couple
gig,
times.
yeah.
I played the Riverside.
Really?
Yeah, no way.
It's a wild place.
Yeah.
Hirsch played there too. You're talking about
Yeah. So that was like our first paid gig was the Riverside.
Actually,
down in Wilkes-Barre.
that's a good
Party Poets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah, we
as
did
much,
Party
but it was
Poets.
that was our first time playing out, and then our
forgot
first
that.
paid gig, and but then the first time we like made rent was that.
Yeah.
So it went well then.
Yeah, it was good. They had us a couple times.
A couple times.
Yeah.
And, like, it wasn't.
It was
really
hard
a good
to like
match.
finish there at 2 a.m. and then have to drive back from Wilkes-Barre too. It was
Yeah.
like, ooh, like
Yeah.
lug all our stuff. But yeah.
But yeah, and then Karate was our first like regular thing in Scranton. I did a birthday party for a family friend, and Sheila, the owner, liked it and was like, "Hey, do you want to come around?" And then we started doing it every month, and then another bar said, "Hey, can you do it every month?" And then another bar said, "Hey, could you do it every month?" And then it just kind of kept going, and I was kind of breaking my neck just trying to like get in front of people to get them to go to the places that were paying us to bring people. So that's kind of how I guess the what's the word I'm looking for here? Ubiquity came about.
And for you, so it was the Fall Fest was your first.
First time DJing, yeah. It was just by proxy of somebody by default, somebody just not showing up.
Did that give you enough of the encouragement to keep going and to build off of that, or were you like that?
I found it fun. I found it really fun. I just didn't. Just had my hands in so many other things that it wasn't really something I pursued until like I started like playing more, and then I started caring about it more. And the more I cared about it, the more, like you said, the more fun it got. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm really gonna do this, let's level up, get a controller. And when I did that, like it changed everything. And I feel like I've actually can finally say that I'm actually like pretty good at it.
Yeah, you're nice.
No, you're good. Yeah,
you're nice
yeah.
at it, yeah.
Very good.
I've arrived into some form. But I always compared myself to just like some friends that I have. Like you were just there with my buddy Teddy. Shout out to Noopy Hondo. He's like one of my favorite like local DJs, and he was another one. He couldn't wait to like work with you guys when he saw them at the ECMC.
Oh yeah.
At the Electric City Music Conference. When I saw them there, I was just like, yo, we'll definitely like, I'm right up to you guys, like definitely getting you guys here like ASAP. And it's been a regular thing since, right?
Yeah,
that was like a huge
huge
that
moment.
Was major for us.
Yeah,
for sure. So thank you.
Yeah, and that's
you deserve that and more. You know, I mean,
it's a big reason that we like really wanted to start doing this this open decks, because like it took us damn near 75 gigs before we were able to get in front of you and like, you know, try to make a good impression. And it's like, man, you shouldn't have to do all that.
It's a hustle.
Like wanting to like do that for a while as well. So it was really quite kismet the way everything worked.
Yeah.
In the fashion and timing that it did.
Yeah.
It's very, very kismet, I think.
Yeah, and just kind of building an organic scene of just like everybody making themselves better and having like this kind of like what I think we both kind of want for backyards, like dance culture. Of just like this kind of alt and like cool.
We started leaning more towards that over the past like couple of years, and it's just kind of been happening more and more just organically.
Yeah.
And I think, this open decks is, like I said, it's something I wanted to do for a while. He said you guys had another one lined up. I was like, well, let's just consolidate forces and just have it going here. And it was, it's really, I think, going to like prove itself to be something quite special.
Yeah.
Once we can kind of get it like a perpetual motion machine up and running and self-sustaining. I think it could be like a nice like new platform culturally for like people, because I picture, there's probably some kids up at University of Scranton, like my generation. I grew up playing bass since I was 12, and I'm like, I figured there's got to be some kids up there that are like, this is what they do. This is what all they've done. This is what they know, and they're probably just like such beasts.
Yeah,
like, probably
and they have no idea how to play out.
And we're like, I want to like find those amazing performers.
I'm picturing this like this
mind them,
Mozart of EDM that's gonna come and just blow our minds.
And it's just. I think it would end up being a win-win-win, because it gives them an opportunity to, get out there and get out in front of their friends at a venue. They can get some money.
Yeah, make some bucks.
Bucks. And, it would be a win for Backyard, because, like, they bring out some friends. Like, anyone who just, like, shows up and brings out a crowd and a great energy, sign them. Get them on a weekend gig, and we actually can't wait. To work with the younger talent.
Well, there's open mic nights for so many different kinds of music, but you don't really see that too. Like, I get the question all the time, can I do a DJ set? And I am always, I can absolutely bring it, but most people don't think to come to an open mic to do that. Yeah. We had a guy last week that came and he held his table in his hand and was kind of moving around the stage.
I met that guy.
And doing stuff together. And it was like a really, really cool guy. Yeah. And I thought his set was really cool. And I'm like, I'd love to see more stuff like this just for variety's sake. Just to get more genres out there and open people's minds to different stuff that they might not have been exposed to before otherwise. So it's cool that you guys will have a whole event just for people who are into DJing and electronic music and stuff like that can and this is a free event, or
yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Hopefully if you get good enough you make some money.
Sure.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm sure you probably would have loved that leg up when you were first starting, though, right? I would think.
No, I needed to earn it.
Everything in its time.
Yeah.
I think it came at the perfect time for us.
Yeah.
You got to incubate. You shake out some of those quirks and shake out the wrinkles and iron it out, get it really nice and
Yeah. Even like when we did that, like where our nerves were going crazy. And that happens a little less now.
Yeah.
You don't get a second chance at first impressions. So
Yeah.
I think being, for where you guys were at, just starting and just diving right into the deep end. I think that was the right way. You guys went about it the right way to at least put yourself in a comfortable position.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So did you have a unsatisfying 9-to-5 sort of thing that you were able to get out of into this, or how did that work?
So the 9-to-5 got out of me. I was in sales. I sold websites to mechanics. So I did cold calls pretty much all day.
Oh Lord.
And I was kind of good at it, but my heart was very much not in it, and they picked up on that when they offered me a promotion, and I asked for a transfer, and then didn't have a job a month later. But we had kind of started DJing around the same time, and I had some savings, and I kind of went into panic mode initially, but you were like so great. And
I was working, and so it's like, well, if you need to figure out what you want to do, like figure it out, and then like we'll go from there. Like take a month or like don't try and just hop to another job if like this is not really what you want to do. Figure it out, and then we can go from there. And then it just kept going.
I did like random stuff. I was like, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna get real good at coding. Or I'm gonna be a Twitch streamer. I'm gonna drive Uber Eats. But then we got the couple of gigs that just like got our confidence up, and probably a lot higher than it should have been. And
well, and that was like it was like close to summer, or was it summer? So like things were like going.
By the end of the year, it just was going well enough that it would justified the amount of work that I was putting into it. And we just kind of, in January, we're like, okay, let's take this really, really seriously, and kind of formulated a business plan. And I think like one of the goals that we had were like, we want to be playing Backyard by the end of the year. And came together.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
It's the manifesting.
Yeah.
So is this are you going to venues and be like, hey, you guys need a DJ, or is it kind of word of mouth sort of thing?
Tried that a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Does not work.
Yeah, it doesn't work as well as you think it would.
I still recommend doing it if you're trying to get yourself out there, just because like it'll teach you some valuable life skills. But it doesn't work. I offered so many free shows. Even it was just like, hey, we'll show up with our PA and just give us a power outlet, and we'll try to bring some people out, and if you'd like us, have us back. But yeah, really like the word of mouth was like what actually got us stuff. Just try to treat every gig like it's an audition was kind of the ethos. So just like do as good as you can and make as many good impressions as you can, like you're saying. And hope that somebody likes it enough to want to pay you to do it was kind of the game plan.
Yeah. I feel like you made like a lot of connections too, not just with like restaurants and bars and those kind of places, but also just small businesses. Like Pigeon Post, that was one of our first like connections,
amazing.
And they have us play there on
Pigeon
First
Post.
Fridays a lot, and like
almost
the
every
AFA
time.
Gallery, we play there a lot on First Fridays. So like those Clovens, like all these places that you wouldn't normally think to go to.
Yeah, coffee shops.
Retro,
retro FICOs.
Yeah,
we definitely like found a lot of the community to be with like other small business owners, because we think of ourselves as a small business first. And that's where we found a lot of just like guidance and companionship, and like people who kind of knew what we were doing. Yeah.
So in you had mentioned the Steamtown Music Awards, the winning Best New Artist. Did that really help open some doors for you after that?
Yeah, I think that whole like weekend was really, I think, a turning point for us. Like we won an award, and then they had us close out the award show, which was really crazy. Like that was like, what do you mean us? Like, and then we got to play at Backyard, and that's where we met Mike, and it was like
prime slot too, like right at midnight.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, like this is we have to go crazy hard. Yeah. So it was like that whole weekend was like a huge deal for us.
Yeah, we came back from vacation like the morning of the award show, and I think we slept like 4 hours the whole weekend.
It was a crazy weekend, but
okay, time to go home. And then Joe Caviston was like, "Hey, you want to get some Waffle House?" And like, well, yeah,
I guess,
some hash browns right now.
Yeah, that was a huge deal.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we got to play award-winning.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned the different kinds of venues, like Pigeon Post, for example. So you're going from bars to cafes to art galleries to bookstore in this case. How do you prepare for each one and make sure that what you're doing kind of fits the vibe?
Good question. We don't.
We just I think we both, but you more listen to like a lot of music and find different sounds for different events. So like what we would play at like Backyard is not the same as what we play at like Pigeon Post. And it's not the same as what we play at like a wedding.
Yeah.
So it is all very, there is like that prep of like listening to music, finding songs, and then making sure you have a huge variety of stuff to play. So that way, whatever the people ask, you're ready to change. Like if you're playing something and they don't like it and you want to switch, then you could switch really quick. So as long as you have like that library to kind of back you up, then you can slot in anywhere.
Yeah,
really.
Having a bunch of stuff to pull from that, like you already know your way around the tune, and like hopefully have the track analyzed so you know what to do with it, and ones that you also just like know will play no matter what, and ones that just like you can look really busy doing it.
How about you in terms of different places that you've played? And
I actually have my second DJ gig outside of the Backyard coming up at Mutant Brewing.
Okay.
May 9th.
May 9th, that's right. And the event's called the Ooze Mutagen Dance Revival.
Pastor Nasty.
Featuring Reverend Nasstronaut. I kind of like, I don't know, I was just thinking about how to package it up and market it.
Yeah.
But Ooze Mutagen Dance Revival. Baptized in the fountain of slime.
So this is a religious event for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is what you're saying. That's what this is. Okay.
We're with the 20th. Did they just have the 20th, 30th anniversary for?
Oh my
gosh.
They just had that in the theater.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately.
Love that movie.
Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah. The first one's great. Second one, it's still entertaining, but not quite as great.
No. They missed the mark a little.
The third one, we
just forget that.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend that didn't even happen. Along with the Michael Bay movies, not gonna go there either.
Yeah, it was like a coat hanger abortion. I'm sorry. It was really as bad as it gets. Sorry, that's a very visceral way of putting it. It was bad.
That's about right. So are you planning to do something obviously a little different for that one, or?
Yeah, I'm actually like leaning into the visuals of it because I know he's got the video wall there.
Yeah. Right.
And so I'm gonna have a bit more pre-prepared set, but I'm gonna have my visuals encoded to my into my track list. and it's gonna be queuing up. Like as I queue up a track, it's gonna automatically queue up a visual or a visual sequence tailored to it. So like even down to if there's a build in it, I'm gonna add some strobe effects to highlight the build and everything, and it'll just kind of go off.
That's so sick. That's so
It's
sick.
a MIDI clip.
A little mini Camp Bisco there, you know.
Oh yeah.
I've actually run some visuals at Camp Bisco.
I was gonna say, I know Backyard has been involved in quite a few things at Montage. Did Bisco was included in that?
Yep, Bisco. I wasn't working in Backyard adjacent doing that. I was working for artists that were already booked to play it. Horizon Wireless. Another shout out to my boy Harrison. Horizon Wireless. They were playing there. My buddy Teddy was playing there as well. But yeah, I got to do visuals for them there.
Yeah,
and Twiddle. I did Twiddle once at Peach Festival.
Yeah. I miss both Peach and Bisco. It was always a good time.
Yeah.
And I think it gave Montage some sort of identity as a venue, because it really doesn't have one outside of that for the most part. It's kind of just a lot of, like we don't really get the shows that we used to get.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about like the history of Montage in general, and you think of like David Bowie played here. Wow. David Bowie played here. Of all places. Yeah. And then you think about like some of the stuff that comes over the last how many summers, and you're like, really?
Yeah, they feel like they don't have as many as they used to either.
Yeah, there's not nearly. Yeah, the seasons are not as big and stuff. So I'd love to see.
Montage is actually rated the lowest of all Live Nation venues.
Really?
No.
Because you think about the experience. I was talking with them about that, and the experience of it is just like from parking to getting through the gate to getting your drink to getting back to your seat.
Yeah,
it is just not a great experience, and they were fighting an uphill battle with that. And if the staff wasn't really that great for a little while, and you're encountering like rude encounters with staff and sometimes like law enforcement, even they were kind of rough up there for a while.
Yeah.
So they were doing their best to try to bring that back and like get it back into a good condition to like not be the worst.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps they gotta take. The traffic being the big one, I think.
I don't even know how you fix that though. It's like,
getting people on and off that mountain.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine being an attendant for Camp Bisco or Peachstowe either. Like
right.
I did all the site lighting up there, so all the trees and everything. I was working with this company, the Design Oasis, and I'm like, how does someone bring a tent up onto this ski slope? You wake up in the bottom of your tent every day, and then if it rains, it's just torrential downpour. You're like,
yeah, the layout there is not conducive to a lot of those.
I couldn't imagine. Like for me, going there, it's like the ultimate, VIP experience. I sleep in my own bed, shower in my own shower, use my own bathroom, and like that is the ultimate VIP experience. But it almost spoiled music festivals for me, I think.
Yeah.
But I do miss them as well.
Yeah. I think if they really want to get it where it needs to be, I think more onus needs to be put on the commissioners to do something about it. I don't think there's enough pressure on them. When I was a reporter, when I was first starting out, I used to cover the city council and county commissioner meetings. Some of the first work that I did. And the commissioner meetings in particular are a lot of times during the middle of the day when people are working. So it's very hard for citizens to actually show up and voice anything. So stuff just kind of gets passed and pushed out the door. And then you read about it the next day in the paper and it's too late, for you to actually do anything about it. And those meetings in particular are go even faster because they're like once a month or however long they do them. And it's basically the same people in the room just kind of putting different hats on and saying, okay, now it's the commissioner's meeting. Now it's the the board of for the stadium, and now it's the board for the for Montage, and so on and so forth. And they just kind of run through stuff and sign some papers, and there's really not a lot of discussion. And it's like, it's open for public comment. Oh, nobody's here. Okay, moving on. And everything just kind of gets passed. And I feel like every time that happens, including just recently, just a few months ago when they signed the agreement with Live Nation again, I feel like you guys are not really pushing for a lot of the things you should be pushing for. Like, they've been talking about repairs for the venue for years, and the traffic situation and everything else. And it's like, yeah, but you guys have not come up with a definitive plan or solution to any of this, but we're still signing papers and we're still signing contracts and we're still extending things forward without really coming up with any real solution here.
Yeah.
And
it's frustrating.
Yeah, and it just keeps going that way. So I feel like there needs to be more public pressure on our politicians to then, you know, they have the power with citizens. You can't even, if you've a show, there's a problem with your ticket or your parking or whatever, it's hard enough to reach somebody at Live Nation if you're doing that. Never mind something big like this. They have a direct line to these people.
Yeah.
So they should be doing way more in terms of figuring out what should be done up there and how to solve some of these issues and things like that.
Amen to that.
That's a whole other issue.
It's a can of worms.
It is something I want to report on more in depth, and I think now that recently they've kind of extended that contract, I think for another year or two, and maybe now is the time to really start talking about that. And like, why did we do that? Why is that being pushed so far and whatever else?
Yeah.
So anyway. I want to talk about the we talk on this channel a lot about the metal scene or the punk scene or whatever, but we really want to talk about the DJ scene, which really doesn't get kind of enough coverage, or maybe the general public doesn't really understand that there is a DJ scene out there, and that. So could you maybe tell us a little bit about it? Is it fun? Is it competitive? Is it, you know, like, is everybody working together, or is everybody working against each other? Like, what is the DJ scene like around here?
It's fun for sure. And it's thriving in a big way. It's definitely a little more underground right now, but I think it's kind of about to really have a moment in the sun in a huge way. Competitive, yeah, but not like
not in like a mean-spirited way.
Yeah, I feel
like
I see other DJs as more coworkers than competition. I think the ones that are kind of treated that way are not really gonna have much success with it.
Yes, it's like very collaborative. I would say
if it's gonna be an us versus them kind of, if somebody wants to look at it that way, they're gonna
You're automatically
you're gonna be them. You're gonna be the them.
Yeah,
because the rest of us are like, we're here because we like the music.
Right.
I heard you guys. I was like, oh, there's my competition. Like, no, these are gonna be my homies.
Yeah.
But some people really do think that way.
Unfortunately,
there is definitely like some jealousy once in a while where you're like, oh, he got that, but it's like, I don't know, steel sharpens steel, and it's like if you're not in a place that you feel pushed to be better, like, you need to be in a better place. Is at least that's my attitude towards it.
Yeah, I think it's like a good scene, a good community, and like
really good community.
Yeah,
definitely.
So you guys have felt welcomed into that as newcomers, because sometimes that can also be a thing. It's like, oh, I've been doing this, 10 years or 20 years or whatever, and then these kids show up, who do they think they are?
We already mentioned Hirsch. Hirsch is a great example. He's been doing this a long time.
He's great,
and he's so approachable, and like he's so good.
Yeah,
he really
so good.
He's like a benchmark.
Yeah.
And that's a great example of just
good.
Like
and nights. Yeah,
he got asked to do the Benny's Parade Day gig, and he wasn't available, obviously, and he recommended us for it, and that's how we got it. And like I got asked this morning if I was available for a wedding, and we weren't, and kicked it off to a guy that I knew would be good for it. Actually, given 3 different options.
Yeah. It's like its own little network. So like
Yeah.
if this doesn't work for us, then we can give it to you could pass it on to somebody else, and people do the same for everyone. Like it's kind of like that.
Yeah, or like I'm double booked. I need you to fill an hour for me. Can you do it? Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I think there probably are some bad elements, but I really haven't met them yet.
So Hirsch is cool despite what Popko will tell you.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if he wants all this out there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
right.
like, yeah.
Like, he doesn't want people to think he's nice, but he's very, very nice.
So what do you think that you do that makes you unique, that makes you maybe stand out from what some of the other DJs are doing? And that obviously is for all you guys.
Oh, I have no idea. Honestly, like I have no idea why it's going this well.
It does feel that way sometimes, you know?
I mean, I can help you guys out with that if you want. They have great flavor. Like they really have a great great song selection, yes, but like it's not just about the song selection. It's how you're going to incorporate it into the overall vibe. You're like those are your like paints, but your brushes and everything. The canvas is your BPM. Everything that you guys kind of put into it creates this just amazing vibe.
Thank you.
So if you didn't really have anything to say for yourself about it, I'll chime in and say that you guys are.
I can do little tricks.
You are special.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like we can, like you said, like we can be a energy very well, or like create the energy very well. But I feel like you do that very well as well too.
Yeah,
so it's like
big time.
yeah.
I don't think I'm doing anything different. It stands out from the crowd. Just settling into doing something better for myself, not better than other people, but just smoothing things out, taking out the wrinkles, like I was saying before. I've been fortunate enough to incubate at the backyard, and it's just like a playground for me. And they give me carte blanche to play and do whatever I want. So I've been playing there almost every single weekend since except for maybe a couple, since last August.
Wow.
And I've had a lot of really weird shows. It's been because you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes I'm maybe I'll catch them with hip hop. Are they into that? No. And I'll try, playing some remixes of popular songs that they know. No, they just can't please everyone all the time. Yeah. I'll just end up pleasing myself.
Yeah.
I'll literally just start playing something that I care about hearing. And oddly enough, people tend to lean in once I start doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I even try to cater.
Yeah.
Because when I'm feeling it, other people start to feel it as well.
I think that the most important skill to have as a DJ is being good at listening to music, and just kind of you could find things you like in any genre, but being able to identify this is something I like, this is something I want to play, even if it's not necessarily into pop country, but Goodbye Earl bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Backyard really is such an interesting venue in and of itself because of the many different kinds of people and crowds that come in and out of there on a regular basis.
It wouldn't be out of the ordinary to see a cop sitting next to a college kid sitting next to just a couple out to dinner next to somebody's grandparents.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's an event going on in the back, and that has a completely different vibe than what's going on in the front. And
unfortunately, they don't have an actual stage. It's just I call it the performing area. I just stopped calling it the stage because it's not a stage. Pardon me, the performing area.
It's a stage to me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe one day we'll get an actual riser in there. And it's unfortunate though, as well though, because there aren't many stages. V-Spot.
Right. Yeah.
I remember the place next door when they were just transferred from Tinks to someone, whatever it was for a while. Morgan, what was it?
Boom Boom Beach Club.
Boom Boom Beach Club. For, I was thinking for that for like a minute. For like a minute.
It's sand
But
on
they
the floor.
ripped out.
It's great.
They ripped out the stage in there, and I'm like, you already you're trying all these things, trying to like find your
Yeah.
identity. You had your identity.
Right.
You had
Exactly. One of the few places that had a stage.
great
Yeah.
stage. Like I've seen so many good shows there back
Yeah.
in Tinks days. Like
Yep.
when it was Cooper's owned and Howe's owned.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, what could have been?
Well, and it's tough too because even if you want to put in a stage in a lot of these places, you kind of have to retrofit it into whatever building you're in. So
Yeah.
like, you know, like I love that the V Spot has a great stage, but it also is kind of awkwardly shaped on the side, and you know could have more floor in the front, and like there's always ways that you have to kind of get around. I mean, obviously Steve had to do the same thing with when he had Stage West in Scranton, and then you know, and it was kind of positioned with the kitchen there, so you're kind of competing with that, and then now he's kind of similar, but at least he has more room now at Mutant Brewing.
Yeah.
So
The Mutant Brewing stage is amazing.
it's
Yeah.
really cool what
Yeah.
he's been able to do with that.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
excited.
built it
Yeah,
out.
you're gonna
He's built
love
it out.
it.
Really nice. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to just get out of the backyard. It's been a while since I like played a show outside of backyard because I stopped performing like live most other aspects other than the staging thing, and that's all, like I said, always been at the backyard. So
Yeah.
finally having my first show out.
We'll be there.
Cut the umbilical cord.
You're gonna get that. It'll be good. I can't wait.
So are you guys trying to incorporate newer music into your stuff, or is nostalgia what sells? Is, you know, what is it that people want to hear these days?
A lot of what we play is stuff that came out like that day or that like weekend. But then a lot of it is also, there's definitely a retro sound that we go after for the housey stuff. And then like we love like a remix of just like an anthem.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like that's a lot of what we have too is like the remixes of like older songs that people know, and then they like are like
You could always hook
dancing.
them.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
could lean on them to hook
Yeah.
people. If
Yeah.
they're not feeling it yet, they're about to.
That's
because
gonna,
Yeah.
that's
here
gonna
comes
get
this
them.
slammer.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, is that Bad and Bougie?
Yeah.
And then it's Bad and Bougie. And then
Yeah.
they're like, okay, I can dance to disco now.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It does. It gives them the like a little permission slip. Like
Yeah. That's such a
you
good way
like
to
you
put
like
it.
hip hop? Here's like a hip hop remix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little classic rock remix. that,
Yeah.
And like the goal is to just get people to get over themselves and just like have fun and
dance.
like be a little bit cringy. Leading by example.
That's why the residency I have at Backyard, I started branding it as Vibe Check. So I'm going to be hanging, Vibe Check. This is your energy audit. I'm trying to get people to think about like the energy that they're bringing
Yeah.
to a room, you know, and not feeling as standoffish, letting them like feel like it's okay. You can come up and you know, let loose with, you know, these crazy looking people that are like that literally don't care what anyone thinks of. There's always like a few people that like I can count on them to just get the party going.
Yeah.
Shake a little ass.
I always like
Yeah.
look forward to when I see them walk in. I'm like, yes.
Thank
And then
God.
they thank me on the way out, and I'm like, no, seriously,
No, thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it always, every good show just starts with one person that maybe had one too many drinks and is just like, okay, they're cutting loose.
Yeah.
And then that just like breaks the tention for the whole room. And you can always feel when a party's just about to break free.
Yeah.
When it erupts, it is
The best feeling.
such a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's such a rush. Which doesn't always happen. I mean,
No.
No.
Sometimes you get just a room full of uptight people, and it's
Yeah.
how it is all night.
And sometimes it just feels like it's your fault. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I finally did that transition just a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever like really flub one and then like a group of people leave and it's like,
I actually have.
They go, no.
Sometimes, like, things will go really well, and I see a group of people leave. I'm like, you guys are having the most fun here. Like, where else are we gonna go?
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, that's a good time to bring up best gigs you've had, most memorable, and worst gigs where everything went wrong, because everybody's got them.
Ooh.
It ended up being like good, like a really good gig, but our start to parade day
Oh my god.
was like bad.
This past parade.
Yeah,
day?
yeah,
Okay.
at Benny's. We got there probably like 8:30, and we were gonna start at 9. We got everything set up. We're hooked in to
We
Black Tie's
Ubered.
music. Yeah, we
Point of
Ubered to
concern.
Benny's because it
Yeah.
was like nowhere to park. Benny's downtown, their new place, and we're setting everything up. We used his computer in our controller. We plugged it in. They're not speaking to each other. We couldn't get them to speak to each other. And so I was like, okay, I'll Uber home. I'll get my laptop and like our first controller that we started
Flex 4, yeah.
using.
The best
thankfully we
beginner
had
controller.
Thank God we kept it. So I was like,
And thank God you did a show that Friday and
Yeah.
had the software, because otherwise
I wouldn't have had it on
Yeah.
my laptop. And I was like, okay, I'll Uber home and go get it. So I had to Uber home. I'm talking to the lady. I was like, oh, I should have did this as like a return trip. She's like, I'll just wait. I was like, great, love you. So I'm like, I ran into our house. I'm shoving everything in the bag. We get there. I like give him the Flex 4. It still wasn't connecting with his computer. So thankfully I brought mine, and then we were able to connect the Flex 4 at least to his computer. So it was like,
your computer.
or to my computer.
Yeah.
So it all worked out in the end, and we had like
But,
a
like,
great gig.
this-
Everything was great.
it takes
but-
so long to shake those off.
Yeah, but then
like the
Nerves
settings
off.
were
Yeah.
wrong. Like it was like auto changing BPMs on
Yeah.
us, and there was nothing was analyzed, so like we had to just like completely just like blind grab tracks and just be like, no, that's can't work at all.
Yeah.
And like and we started 45 minutes late.
yeah.
But
That
by
was
the
because I had
time
to Uber and
Black
then-
Tie got on their first set, we were able to just like, okay, get a couple playlists going,
Yeah.
mess with the settings, and
And
went
it was
great the rest of
fine.
the day. Yeah,
then everything was great. But yeah, that first like hour, 45 minutes was
horrible.
a nightmare.
Yeah, yeah, chewing my tongue off.
Yeah.
So what was your best?
Best.
Honestly,
Man.
probably when we played at Backyard in the
electricity music conference.
or the first back-to-back that we did with you. That
yeah,
was really
so
good.
much
That was a
amazing.
good one.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Bog New Year's Eve, definitely a
Oh,
contender. And the rest of that Benny's show was also really, really fun.
Yeah.
That'd be my Mount Rushmore. How about you? Best or worst?
Worst show. I've had so many bad shows. I don't know if I could say a bad show on it. The worst, because there's been a lot of really bad ones. The best show I ever played, I'd say hands down, was we had a string of really great shows put at Peach Fest, closing out the water park stage on a Thursday night
Oh my god.
in front of like, I don't know, I think there was like 5,000 people there. It was just surreal. It's surreal. Like those last several gigs we had was like about, I think I figured out it was roughly between like 15,000, like 25,000 people out of the last several gigs we played. Which was always like so heartbreaking when everything kind of like fell apart. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it kind of took all the wind out of my sails playing music in general for a while. But we're back at it.
Yeah.
We got another album coming out.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Laser Sex coming out with another album, which is it's slow moving, but it's we're not doing it to do it for like anyone. I don't care if anyone even listens to it at this point. Like back then we were trying to make it. Now it's just like, no, there's an animal inside of me. I need to let that out of its cage, and
Yeah.
like it's just really just kind of see it through. So yeah, I don't.
Hell yeah.
That would be my best gig. This is my my worst. I there's too many to say.
I excellent name, by the way, Laser Sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
we were actually Electrocracy at first, and the first track on the album was Laser Sex was the name of his song, and people were like, Laser Sex, that's hilarious. And we actually decided after our first gig, we playing, Machine Drum. You listen to Machine Drum? You like Machine Drum. We opened for Machine Drum in Baltimore. It was our first gig. I don't even know. We were like, well, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
But we decided after that we had this like marketing team that we hired helping us, and we kind of had it out at their house. So like, so we need to do something about this name. We're like, we agree. like everyone says electrocity. We're like, electrocracy is like a system of government run by computers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. And it just didn't work. So yeah, Laser Sex is but very quick default.
Did you guys used to practice on Madison Ave?
We did.
I lived across the street.
Get out of here.
I heard you guys sometimes. Yeah, 500 block, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
520.
Yeah, I lived 535.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Funny.
That's awesome. That's actually great.
Scranton is one of those places.
Yeah.
Like, he was just telling me that he worked on this studio when it was first being built how many years ago?
Where we're sitting right now, this was like there's like these old wooden planks covering a dirt floor, and we had to dig it a foot down with there's like rocks like this big that you had to like break up with a pickaxe, and we just had like a wheelbarrow that to carry it back out, and no ventilation in here, so just like spraying it down with a hose, and then like it would take days for the dust to come out of your sinuses. So you're welcome.
I appreciate you did all that because I wouldn't have done any of that.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now, I would not have either. But actually, no, I had a blast doing it, to be honest. Yeah, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
And look at the fruits.
Yeah. No, it's nice.
This building has a lot of stories.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So many.
I mean, a lot of people, obviously remember the Vintage Theater, the second location for the Vintage Theater being upstairs.
Yeah.
And all the big shows that came here and stuff like that. That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Because I was just getting into the local music scene when that was, this was a place you could still see the Menzingers.
Yeah. Yeah. I had helped build the stage right over in that corner.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Been a lot of time here.
And this whole space has been through a lot of iterations too. I mean, back in the day when I was at the Weekender, we had the Weekender Sessions series, and we shot one right here in this room here.
Yeah.
So it was weird to come back to it years later, and being offered like, hey, you could use this, and I was like, yeah, I absolutely could.
Yeah.
But it looked very different. You had to give it a new coat of paint and all that kind of stuff. Behind me, I don't know who made that decision, but somebody made it this puke yellow type color at some point. That this wall was, I don't know who did that, because it wasn't like that when I had come down here how many years ago.
Yeah.
The walls were like, there was like a deep red in here, and there was like all different kinds of things on the walls. And like,
There's a bar here.
Yeah, there was a bar here at one
I like
point.
this
Yep.
better though.
Yeah.
Like a
nice
conversation pit.
These couches are.
Yeah.
This is
The couch is great.
Great job.
Yeah.
it was an absolute nightmare to get them in here.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Because these were huge. These are obviously, especially these big puffy sides here that you can't remove in any way.
So you're just playing some sort of Tetris, like
Yes.
trying to figure out how it's gonna get this through the door first, and then
Yeah.
Right, without like damaging anything on the couches or damaging the walls or the doorways or everything else. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
There probably still is, but there's a ramp on the far end. I think
Yeah, that's how we got it down.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we couldn't get it down. There's a cellar
How we
door
had
to
to
come
carry
down
the
here. You can't-
wheelbarrows out up that and around to the back, and
So
that's what
needless to
the
say-
parking lot's made out of.
Yeah.
I'd say needless to say these couches are probably staying here.
Yes, they're never leaving.
Not gonna.
If they kick me out tomorrow, these are staying here. You can have them, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want them.
Figure out what to do with them.
Yep. You guys figure it out because you want them out of here. You move them.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, it worked out because when we originally came down here, all I had what from previous spaces was a little outdoor couch, and but it was a bright blue that was like the exact NEPA scene color blue. So I was like, I like this. This is fine. But then you get like 3 people on it, and everybody's kind of sitting like this. I think the best one to go back and watch is the Strength for a Reason episode. So you got these guys who are all dads who have been in hardcore bands and everything else, and they're all sitting there like this, and they literally cannot breathe because they are all shoulder to shoulder on this shitty little outdoor couch. And it was at that point I'm like, all right, I really got to pull the trigger on getting these new couches. So we had to get these out of some lady's apartment because I was like, I couldn't afford to buy new couches, so I'm like, let's find used couches. But I was waiting for like a blue couches that would fit all of the logo and everything else in here, and I'm like, oh, these are perfect. But it was like getting them out of her little apartment in like Wilkes-Barre, Kingston area, and then getting them into the truck and then getting them down here. It was a whole thing. But
I like the rivets, like the little studs on it.
It worked out really well. Everything looks like it belongs here now. Even and a lot of it is for the people at home who like want to do their own type of little setup and stuff like that, which I mean you can do anywhere these days. Lighting is so important too, because when we moved down here and I had all this stuff and I'm like, I spent all this money on cameras and a computer and whatever else, and I'm like, and it still looks dingy in here even though I just painted everything, whatever. And it was because the lights above us were all these yellowish sort of lights that look fine to your eye, but on camera they make everybody look like zombies.
Light balance is very important.
Like you don't realize that. So then I was like, all right, let me get a bunch of like bright white LED type lights and kind of mix them in with that. And that's how we kind of have the look that we have now, where I think it looks pretty good.
That's great.
And, but for a while, I was struggling to figure that out, because the other solution is we have all this photography equipment. I could set that up and put that on here, but then you're basically looking into this bright white void for the entire show, so you're blind by the end of it. And I'm like, oh, I don't really want to blind people either. Like that would be really uncomfortable. So
you could get through it. I could be a little blind.
If you're, you really want to promote your stuff.
Look,
I've done worse.
It'd be really hard for me not to like chroma key people out of this though. Like I'd put them on the blue screen and like cut them out, put them somewhere like they have no idea they're sitting like in flames or something.
You should do that for your show at Mutant, right? You could take clips from this.
It's really funny.
I actually may do that.
That would be pretty funny.
That's actually a great idea.
I'll send you the video. Feel free. So you guys kind of did a soft launch for this Open Decks idea?
Yeah, we did last week.
Yep.
Okay. How did that go?
Good DJs came out.
Kyle Burton came out.
Kyle Burton
and Mike.
Mike Airy, who's really, really good.
Yep. Both are two of my favorites from the local scene for sure.
Yeah.
So it was nice to have them come out and fill in. If they didn't come, it was just gonna be you.
We got. I think there's like 4 or 5-ish people that came through specifically for it, and then like a couple of people that were just kind of hanging out.
I think they plan on coming back like every time though. They said
good, yeah.
So if you guys like Kyle Burton, Mike Ari, definitely come back, and you can see them regularly at our Open Decks. On with hopefully more. I want to see.
Don't know.
I want to see the.
Yeah.
I want to. Like I love them. I'll have them anytime.
Yeah.
Like Keith Paid or at the Open Decks, but I want to see those people we don't know.
Yeah,
I want to hear the talent we
get
have.
the strangers out there. There's a couple people that I know that I've seen at like the basier, like festival-y kind of shows. I would love to see them show up and just like. There's a couple people that I'm like, man, they would blow Mike's mind.
Well, that's the good thing. If you have an off week that nobody's around, you guys can just turn it into your set. You know?
Yeah. Just keep it going.
If it happens at my open mic, I just sit there and twiddle my thumbs. And, stare at the live stream. And, all right, guys, I guess this is it.
Do you ever just like vamp? You just try like a stand-up set or just riff?
No, I'm not gonna do that. No. If I come out with that, it's got to be like a big pre-planned thing where I really like surprise everybody. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen off the top of my head. That's for sure.
Fair.
So obvious, you when we first met, you were coming to the open mic and doing acoustic songs and stuff like that. So is that something you've been doing a long time? You still do that?
Yeah, I started doing it at like 14-ish.
Okay.
And then I like was in like a couple punk bands in high school, and then a little after. And then I did a bunch of solo acoustic stuff, kind of into my early 20s. And then I got sober. And it became a little uncomfortable for me to do that. And then 10 years later, now it's comfortable for me to perform again. But yeah, I've been kind of putting a good amount of effort back into just like some singer-songwritery kind of things. And not really necessarily trying to do anything serious with them, but it feels good in the soul. It feels very cathartic to go out and play at an open mic every once in a while. I really like the Union Vapors mic. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, thanks, man.
And Retro Cafe has a really good one too that they just started. If you get a chance to see Liz play, she's incredible.
I was gonna say, when's that? Wednesdays, Thursdays?
I think it's Mondays.
Mondays?
Yeah. Sorry. Can we edit? I know we're live. But no, Liz, Betty Ugly is what her artist name.
Oh, okay,
she's
cool.
She's so like, keep an eye out. Like she's the next Mitski. I just rambled a little bit.
Yeah, do you have any plans to record that stuff at some point, or is it more just kind of I just want to play it out every once in a while?
It's more for me kind of a thing, but maybe one day. We definitely like one of our major goals for this year is to get a couple tracks produced of like something that's more our style. We want to have some Cowgirl Pills originals.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a collab.
Yes.
Oh, very
cool. We've been talking about that for a while. I'm an okay producer, but I'm a terrible engineer. Yeah.
So would you put stuff out under Nasstronaut at some point?
I just decided firmly that I'm going to.
Just now?
No, within the last couple of weeks. Yeah, it was like, there's no reason for me to do it. It's kind of like low hanging fruit. It's not that hard to put out like house tracks, and I don't want to say it's easy because it requires a set amount of skills, but like those are muscles that I've already developed in my past. Yeah. So I just have to like massage them and work them out again. And as far as production goes, that is like the lowest hanging fruit I could think of. So it's not that it's easy, but it's the least hard thing to produce.
I just can't wait to get the three of our ears on something.
Oh, it's gonna create some heat. For sure.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be helpful for you guys not having a solid background in production. I've produced several albums at this point. I think like taking you through my process, I think probably help you guys find your own voice as well.
Yeah, because we were pretty self-taught on everything. I had like a friend walk me through Ableton once 6 years ago, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never got out of that like phase where everything felt very video gamey. But you played around with it for like an hour and got kind of nice with it in a way that was like a little scary.
I don't even remember what I did, but
I'm not surprised.
It is a musical genius that needs to learn how to make music.
I'm like Rick Rubin. Like I never played an instrument, but I just know I can hear it and I know.
Yeah, well, you know, that's probably the best skill.
Yeah.
Don't realize how much music that they actually do know. They just don't know the theory behind it.
Yeah.
They don't know how to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, some friends of mine, they've never played an instrument in their life, but they could whistle perfectly on pitch. I'm like, you know way more about music than you think you do.
Right.
Because to be able to do that, it requires that innate, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll see somebody like you see it a lot in DJing specifically, where somebody is just like has musical aptitude, where it's like you can feel the phrases, you can feel what's coming next, without ever having heard the song before. Like if you're good at dancing, you're probably good at music, I think is the
Rhythm.
takeaway.
Yeah.
Rhythm is, I think, the most important thing for, you know, electronic music for sure. Is if you
Following
you just have that rhythm makes for good.
Riding the drops, knowing when it's a fake drop.
A frop.
Yeah. That's my new favorite thing, is just like echo out for like the half before the drop and then bring it right back.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
Oh.
My favorite one, a couple weeks ago, I did this big build up into, like, you thought I was going to go into some slamming heat, and instead I dropped into Austin Powers theme song.
I love that.
And like,
I love that.
dude, it was like perfect. Like, people, I had like the crowd going already, and like when that happened, people were just like, "Oh my God!" And, like, so everybody just starts doing like this like shuffle, like.
That's good. I love that.
That
Fake
oh my
drop.
God, that show with Teddy, he was like, he wanted to go into some illegal ass BPMs. He's like, no, we're doing dubstep right now. I was like, okay, I got 3 songs, but one of them was like a Venga Boys remix.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember I was in the other room, like hearing it, like, is that real? Like, is this happening?
One of my favorite drops of the last several months. Yeah.
Which, you know, it brings up a good point that I wanted to mention too about all the work that goes into this kind of stuff. I hear, you know, musicians talk, and I see what they post on social media, and I know a lot of them are not fans of DJs. They say, you know, they're taking away gigs from us real musicians who play instruments and stuff. They're stealing all of that from us, and they've ruined this, or they've changed the scene, or they've made this venue this way, or whatever else. When you hear stuff like that, how do you respond to that?
Ouch.
I don't know. I feel like, well, like DJs have been around forever. Like, you're not the first people who have ever made music, and you know, like, and if you feel some type of way about it, then you should be a DJ, and then see if you get gigs. Like, see how it works for you. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel that way about people who play in bands.
I feel,
You know
I feel
what
like
I
it's
mean?
an apples and oranges thing.
Yeah,
Same,
and it's
yeah.
like you wouldn't be the same kind of music that they're looking for if they are looking for a
Yes.
DJ. They're
They'd be
probably
looking
not
for a
looking
cover
for you.
band.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I think people think it's easier than it is.
Yeah.
that too.
People they think that their talent isn't involved in it. That like, and I guess if like
It's not that hard.
you want to queue up a couple
Yeah.
tracks, yeah, but like to put together a set with like that has like emotion and takes you on a journey, like that takes a different set of skills. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
played music,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm playing bass since like I said, since I was 12 years old,
Yeah.
and I'm 42 now. So like I don't I just, if what I'd say to that person is like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because if you did, you wouldn't be talking shit.
Right, because you see both sides of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
As do you.
I do. On the other end of it, I do kind of wish that there was more of a home for original music, because
Yes.
it's definitely
Yeah.
something that we have been moving away from lately. Where it is a lot of DJs, it's a lot of cover bands, and it's like Union Vapors is a great venue, but you have to already be going there to be going there.
Sure.
So in terms of like going out and getting exposure, it would be nice to see a little more of that in the mainstream. And we've played like a bunch of underground gigs where like we like DJ'd and then there were bands like in between sets and stuff. Did one a couple weeks ago. And those are really, really fun where there's just like kind of a mix of it. But it should always be a bunch of bands with one DJ, not the other way around.
Yeah.
DJs are also going to be not a thing of the past, but like big headlining DJ, like where that's all they do is DJ, it's really going to be producers. People who produce tracks, and they might DJ other people's music into their set, but it's mostly going to be, people who produce like their own music.
Yeah.
Diplo.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just playing other people's music, like even if you're just using other, like you have to be putting your own
Flavor into it.
flavor on it. Like you have to kind of be like when you think of like the old school like 2 turntables and a mixer where it's like the scratching and everything. Like you have to be doing something to the music, or otherwise you're just DJ press play.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, should we get to see if we have any comments?
Yeah.
Summer, do we have anything?
Saying stuff?
Comment-wise?
Yeah, anything
Well,
good?
I want to give a shout out to Eileen here because she noticed the hat. She said, "I'm feeling an Idaho vibe with the cowboy and Smokey Bear hats."
Yep, I could see that.
And then our biggest commenter is Robin.
Oh, hey, Robin. Robin comes to our open mic. She has a cool project called Birdie with a Y. And another project called Raven, also with a Y. You could see the pattern here forming. Robin, Birdie.
This is free. You can spell pigeon with a Y.
There you go.
She did have one question.
Mm-hmm.
There was talks of influences. Do any of you listen to any EDM style DJ/artists?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say if I had to pick a favorite right now, Sophie Tucker, by a mile.
Sophie Tucker's badass.
Yeah. Ballin'.
I don't know. I've had some almost religious experiences seeing some electronic artists like Tipper. Tipper is a huge. Oh my god! I was never the same like, ever again after seeing Tipper live, and there's a few others like Bonobo for like he's like IDM and intelligent dance music. There's this band that sounds like they could be adjacent EDM, which is like Marabou State. They've this kind of very soulful, kind of jazzy approach to an electronic sound. Marabou State. It's like caribou with an M. They are phenomenal to anybody who's listening. I highly recommend checking them out.
Now, the thing that I find interesting too is, I'm not the biggest regular listener of electronic music, but seeing things go from like I had a buddy who was real into it in high school, and back then it was all called techno, You didn't call it EDM. That really wasn't like a term that I ever heard.
It's just like a
anything
catch-all.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it became that, and then you know, when like things like dubstep came along, I think that also changed like the way that you would think of those types of genres before. Because I think of like the stuff which. You know, I think Robin also mentioned the the Hacker soundtrack. So like, I think of that stuff versus like what you would call like dubstep today, and it's just like totally different worlds. Like
Yeah.
not the same
Yeah.
sound or anything at all.
Even just in the word dubstep, there's like when I think of dubstep, I first think of like UK two-step garage.
Yeah.
That's where it stemmed from, was two-step garage.
Yeah.
And then morphed into dubstep, and then that was like UK dubstep versus American dubstep.
Bro
and then,
step
Yes.
and
Bro,
yeah, liquid bass. And, yeah.
like Skrillex kind of changed everything when he
Yeah.
dropped that Scary Monsters and Ice Sprites. It was like
Yeah.
the closest
Yeah.
thing you
I
could
mean,
get to that
like-
was like Rusco.
That was.
Crazy.
I know we don't like it anymore, but that is a track.
I love
Yeah.
I love Skrillex, especially the stuff he's been coming out with. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, it's, okay,
He's been
cool.
coming out with some slammers.
That's good to know.
He did that. Watch the set with him and Fred again. I was just talking about Fred again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To my Bang Alter. Fred again, Skrillex, and Fortet in Times Square. It was a free show they played in New York City. It
Oh my
is
God.
straight magma from start to finish. Like,
I like a lot of Fred again stuff.
Yeah.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like he's hitting buttons a lot, and I respect that.
Can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a unifier of like genres and people.
Yeah.
You know, for him to be able to bring Fortet and Skrillex together, like if somebody said that, like, oh, Skrillex and Fortet did a set together, I'd be like, fuck you, you know. But like,
Yeah, his last release was just like all over the map. Like,
Yeah.
there's like some dub tracks. There's like house tracks. It was
you got half of Daft Punk to perform without a helmet on.
Yeah.
Like that's
crazy.
you know.
That's a feat.
If anybody could do it, it's for Fred again.
Yeah.
His tiny desk. Did you guys ever see that?
No.
I haven't no.
Oh my god, it's so
I
amazing.
have to watch it.
It might be my favorite tiny desk.
Yeah.
Fred again, yeah.
Check it out.
Anyways.
All right. So, anything else we want to mention? Do we have, I guess, to wrap up, any plans for the rest of the year that you have going on, or something you guys are building up to, or anything like that?
Yeah, we got a big thing in September that we're not allowed to talk about.
Okay.
But I don't. Yeah, I'm hoping that the details all kind of come together on that. We got Backyard on the 25th of April. We're going to be at Alpha Gallery tomorrow. We're going to be at ANZ Hotel on Saturday with Noopy and oh my god, there's like 6 people on the flyer.
Yeah. I don't remember.
And
I actually have all the information.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I can't
go-
remember lists.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll start with the first Friday Scranton show, and so during the first Friday Scranton Art Walk on April 3rd, we have Cowgirl Pills will DJ the opening reception of Reclamation from Coal Dust to Hope, an NEPA heritage show featuring the works of Robert McCormick and more at the AFA Gallery from 5 to 9, and
Really-
that's free admission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, really cool works. Yeah.
And then we have you'll be playing house music with DJ Bombay, Placebo Effect, Noopy Hundo, and DJ Quinn's Kid.
Yes,
We'll go
Quiz
with
Kid?
that. Quiz Kid.
Quiz Kid,
We'll go
yeah.
with that. At the ANZ Hotel in Scranton this Saturday, April 4th, starting at 9. And admission is $10 at the door for that.
That's gonna be sick.
I'm doing all Latin house.
That's awesome.
That's
Nice.
that's my
That's
favorite.
your, yeah.
Yeah,
That's where you landed.
that's yeah. Teddy said he's doing acid house in the group chat. So
Oh.
yeah.
And then, of course, Nasstronaut will be throwing in Ooze Mutagen Dance Revival
I love that.
at Mutant Brewing in Scranton
great.
on Saturday, May 9th from 9 p.m. till midnight. Is there admission for that, or is that
Yeah, I believe it's $5 cover.
$5 cover? Unless you're a mutant turtle, and I think you can get
you're
in for
obviously
free.
getting in. If you come in dressed as Master Splinter, we'll pay you.
Deal. And then, of course, Cowgirl Pills and Nasstronaut will host a new open decks night every other Thursday at Backyard Ale House in Scranton starting April 9th. Sign-ups begin at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9, and admission for that is free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
This is really, really fun.
I will be at Backyard tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Tomorrow
Yes.
night.
Yeah.
10 to 1:30. So after you get finished seeing them,
Yeah.
just pop over.
There
Yeah.
you go. Make
See
a
some
night out
art
of it.
and then go over.
Yeah.
Make your legs sore. Anyways.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it, and you adding some comments to keep the conversation lively. If you liked this and you got this far, you obviously did. Please like, comment, share, all that good algorithm stuff so that we can reach more people and get the show out to as many people as possible so more people can learn about Cowgirl Pills, Nasstronaut, and the local DJ scene. So thanks again for tuning in. We will see you next Wednesday for another NEPA Scene podcast. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.